So this is 6.3c. I just feel like maybe I didn't explain things as well as I would have liked in the video on the lecture. So I'm going to do number 29 anyway in the homework, just so I feel a little bit like I went over this better. So let me put that on here. Okay, so there's number 29. Let's see, what are they even asking us to do here? They're asking you to find the center, the vertices, the foci, and the asymptotes, and then graph. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. So first of all, what we're going to start out with is completing the square. So we're going to put our y's together, our x's together, and our constant on the other side. Alright, now we're going to look at this. We're going to factor out a 9. And this one here, we're going to factor out a 4. Okay, now, look what happened. Notice this negative 4 here, when I distribute it back, I get negative 4x squared. Negative 4 times positive 6 gives me a negative 24. So this has got to be changed to a negative sign in order for us to distribute that negative 4 times this and get our positive 24 here back. Alright, so we've got that. Nothing really weird going on here. Okay, now we're going to complete the square. So y squared minus, oops, I'm sorry, this is a y, minus 2y plus 1 minus 4 times x squared minus 6x plus 9 equals 63. And since we did some stuff over here, we multiplied, or we added a 9 there because of the 9 times 1, and we added a 36 there, so we have to do the same thing over here. So we're going to subtract 36 because that's what we did here. This is a negative 36 that we put right here, so we had to subtract 36 there. Okay, so we subtracted it there, we did it there. We added 9 there, we did it there. So now let's go ahead and complete the square. 9 times y minus 1 squared minus 4 times x minus 3 equals 36. Okay, now we got to get it in the right form, so we have to multiply everything by 36 because this over here has to be 1. So now we have y minus 1 quantity squared over 4, because those cancel or reduce. Sorry, those should be squares. Forgot to put that on there. That's a 9 equals 1. So now we've got y minus 1 squared over 2 squared minus x minus 3 squared over 3 squared equals 1. Now we can find what our a, b, and c are, and then we can find everything else we need to do. So first of all, let's go ahead and kind of move a bunch of this junk out of our way. Alright, so there's what we need. This part right here gives me an h of 3, k of 1, because the 1 is the y value, the 3 is the x value, so h is the x part of the center, k is the y part, so it's over 3 up 1. Okay, I know that my a then, given this information, is 2 and my b is 3, which means I need to find my c using my a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and I find my c then is the square root of 13. 2 squared plus 3 squared is 4 plus 9 is 13 equals c squared, square root both sides, and we get c equals square root of 13. So the foci are 13 units below and above the center, because this is a vertical one, because the y ends up being first there. Alright, I'm going to import a graph. Okay, so my center is going to be HK. So my center is going to be at 3, 1. And then I know my transverse axis is vertical. So the vertices are 2 units below and above the center. So let's go ahead and put the center in here. So what did I say? 2 units above and below. So there's 2 and down 2. Okay, so then let me get the green here. So I've got this line here and this line here. Okay. I just draw a line through my vertices. Okay, that's all I did. Alright. So let's find B. My B is 3. So I'm going to make 3 from my center. To the left and to the right. Okay. So there's that. Now knowing that my A was 2 and my B was 3, that's telling me how far above and below I am from the center point. And because it's vertical, my vertex is going to be up 2, down 2, and my B is going to be over 3, over 3. And that's why I've got this square that I drew. Now all I have to do is draw a line there, there, and I know my vertex is there and there, so I can draw there and there. Okay, so that ends up being the drawing. Now, from what we've done before, you know, they asked us to find the center. We found that. We found the vertex, and the vertex ended up being 3, -1, and 3, 3. Now we got that from, oh golly, where was it? Page 549, where it says the vertex. It's going to be whatever h is, and then that'll be the first value is h. The second value will be whatever k was minus a. So k is 1, minus 2 is -1. And then my other point is going to be whatever h is, 3, and then it's going to be whatever k is plus a, 1 plus 2, and that gives me 3. Okay. Then we did the asymptotes. We already did those. And the foci, you know, again, it's going to be whatever h is, 3, and then the second point is going to be whatever k is minus c, 1 minus square root of 13, whatever the heck that is. And then the other foci is going to be whatever h is, k plus c, 1 plus square root. Can't see it. 1 plus the square root of 13. So, following that page on page 549, that should give you all the stuff you need. I would really skip how they figure out how to find the asymptote. I personally prefer doing it this way here. If you know your A and you know your B, you can make this little box that's just 2, and that's A over from your center in both directions, B over in both directions. Well, in this case, this is A. So A is 2, so up 2, down 2. B is 3, so it's over 3, over 3. Draw your box. Diagonals are your asymptotes. That's all there is to that. Alright, so hopefully that helps you so that you can do the rest of these problems on your own.